They'll boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. So the Liberty Flames offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss.
Touchdown, Liberty! A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Brock. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Making side adjustments here. Finds his man. It's Randolph.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. He's thrown 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Scanning the field. It's Basco. Finds the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Flames come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Flames will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Basco. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Finds space on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Rolling right and going deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Flames will send out the punt unit. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The quick out. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31. set of downs. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. That is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Flores. Pulls it in, it's Brock. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, what a cut. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, and the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught behind the line. It's Lopez. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Basco. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Flores. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Nice move there. And they'll finish the run at the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Looking to throw, it's Basco. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Got a man. It's Randolph. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Liberty. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes and Boone Pickens Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Flames will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Fields. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Can they catch him? He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Flames racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off-play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Touchdown, Flames! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Brock. Breaks into the open.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rigby. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowboy faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Liberty. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back? Oh, that's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Running to Green. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the run, it's Coleman. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Fires to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Flores. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Makes a pass to Martin. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Cowboys back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Gets it to him on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
To the air, it's Flores. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a gap, it's Coleman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowboys. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Flames moving quickly to the line. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The give to the back. Finds a little space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Flames are on the move. The give on the inside. And some room to work.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. We got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Flames line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Wants to throw again. He's going to take off. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got enough space, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Flores. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. The DBs will back off a bit. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up. You feel
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Fires left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.